Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome to the third session of our ISA Knowledge Connect webinar series. Today, we turn our attention to one of the most persistent and impactful threats in cybersecurity. They are phishing. Protect yourself and your environment. It's important to highlight that a significant percentage of cyber incidents worldwide can be traced back to human factors, not technology. People remain both the strongest and the weakest layer of defense, depending entirely on how they are informed, aware, and vigilant. This makes today's topic not only timely but absolutely essential. We are fortunate to have with us Mr. Khaled Younes, our ISA member and expert guest speaker for this session, with more than 12 years of experience in cybersecurity and digital transformation. Khaled brings deep technical expertise along with regional leadership in security solutions. His certification include CSP, NASP, ISC2, and CCAP, reflect strong foundation in both strategy and hands-on security practices. Khaled insights into phishing risk and human-centered security makes him the ideal guide for today's discussion. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Khaled Younes. Khaled,
Assalamu alaikum, Nasser. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
welcome on board, Khaled. So, Khaled, before we begin, do you think the phishing will be trending topic, especially with deep fake technologies spiking and being available and affordable to everyone?
Absolutely, Nasser. Absolutely. This is getting ascending every day. This is getting so common, especially with all the tools. People, it's easy now for people to use. They can just easily search for any kind of these tools online, and they can use it easily. Even a 10 years old can impersonate anyone nowadays. So yeah, I do agree. And within the slides, we will highlight that and how to avoid that for sure.
Super. So I think without further ado, I'll leave the stage to you, Khalid, and please entertain
Thank you,
us.
Nasser. Thank you again. So today I will start by showing the agenda for today. So as it's shown, we will be talking about what is social engineering, what is phishing. We'll give a small highlight on phishing, and then we'll deep dive into the types of phishing, how to avoid that, how to protect ourselves, and then we'll go to how to set up a complex password and why, and then we will go through a Q&A. So without further ado, let's go to the first topic. So what is social engineering? Recently we hear this word a lot, like what is social engineering and social engineering here and there. So social engineering has two main pillars: distracting and misdirection. So, to give a small brief about social engineering is just a manipulation technique the hacker use in order to make you do or share any kind of data or passwords, or even to make you to push you in a way to press on a link, to maybe ask you to forward an email, etc. So this is one of the techniques that is so common that hackers use nowadays. And it was, I believe, last year there was statistics showing that about 70 to 80% of the breaches happened globally was a human error. So when we say human error, if we look at it into in details, most of them are based on whatever we're gonna be discussing today from phishing point of view. So to go through the other slide, so we'll go what yani we'll identify what is the meaning of phishing. As it's shown in the picture, it's just like baiting someone. If someone knows how to fish, for sure you cannot fish without a bait. So to fish is to deceive the person in front of you to give him a bait in order to reach where you wanna to reach your to the hacker reach his goal. So to dig more, uh, to start talking about what's the types of phishing that is mainly so common, and I believe most of us face it on daily basis. So the first type of phishing is the email phishing, which I believe most of the people receive that on daily basis, either from on their personal email or on their business email. So what is phishing scam? So mainly hackers they send bulk emails. They send millions of emails on daily basis haphazardly. They have their own tools to start sending these emails, which it reaches our inboxes. Either they are trying to impersonate our banks, impersonate our colleagues, impersonate our CEO, impersonate anyone that has a power on us, or something that will attract us. For example, you have won XYZ, press on the link to claim your gift, etc. So this is the first and mainly too common way that the hackers use on daily basis to fish, to see is this email they are sending to, is this email available, is this email being used by a human, or just it's gonna be a bounced email. So I'm I'm highlighting that point if it's a valid email or not, because in the next slides we will show another type of phishing which can be directly directed to you. So to go to the next type, the spear phishing. So this is what I was mentioning earlier. So spear phishing is the second step the hacker uses when he knows that this email is an active email. So he'll ask me, Khaled, how would he know if we didn't press on the link? So hackers, just like any marketing companies, when you open their email, it will show from their back end, because they have used a specific script to highlight that this email was opened. So once you open a phishing email, it will show that this email is a valid email. There is a human being using this email, and then they will start spear phishing you. What does it mean? It means they will start doing due diligence about you as a person. Where do you work? What's your position? What kind of data they can steal from you? They can, if you are a person with a high rank, if you are a CEO of a company, if you are an IT director, if you are a CFO, etc. They start searching you, and they start getting as much feeds as they can get about you in order to attack you in a specific way. So they can, for example, if you have a 10 years old kid, they will try to reach out for him through Instagram, Facebook, etc., to send them a link. So by default, if your kid is small, they will not have the proper awareness about this stuff. So, for example, if your kid is a gamer, oh, press on this link, you will have skins for, I don't know, PUBG or whatever. So once your son or your daughter press on this link, their phone is automatically hacked. They can take over and they can send these links to the whole family and specifically to you. That dad, please, I want to buy this. Please check it out. So if you receive a link from your kid, sometimes we press, sometimes we don't. So this is how deceiving they use it. They use the how deceiving they can be in order to reach out for you. So the best way to avoid this is if you have any email, if you receive any email which is suspicious to you, don't open it. Not yani, don't reach to the layer of pressing if I can press on the link inside this email or no. Before even pressing inside the email, don't even open this email. So in this way, you'll be avoiding to confirm to the hacker that this email is valid. So to go to the other type of phishing, Google search. So before ChatGPT comes into the picture, everyone was using Google to search everything. If I want to know what's the best restaurant in the area, how to do this, how to do that, etc. Or if I want to download any kind of free application which can help me within my, or program which can help me within my job, etc. So we all used or and still using Google search. So what the hackers do, for example, they see statistically what is the most common search words for this, I don't know, for January or for February last year. Or now, if there is any incident happening which everyone is searching for, Bitcoin, crypto, whatever, so what do? They create fake websites, which is linked to these search words, search keys, and they pay Google, so their websites will be in the top 10. So once you search for XYZ thing, the hacker will be in the top 10. So once you click on the link or the website, or they are trying to ask you to download whatever, this is one of the ways they try to attack you. So this is first. Second, for example, if the hacker is not trying to attack you for specific data or whatever, or just for the sake of hacking you, they are trying to get a commercial part of it, and they are trying to get your money out of it. So you're trying to buy, I don't know, a Rolex online, or you want to buy any kind of application or any kind of subscription or whatever. They clone websites, or they can create their own website with an e-commerce, everything, and then they put the same item you're searching for, but for example, with a 50% discount. So if you're not using a credit card, if you are using your debit card, your money is gone. If you are using a credit card, there is a retention way that you can retrieve your money back. But if you're using your debit card, your money is gone. So the best way to avoid these scams is to go and search for the website itself and see if there is any scam alert, see if there is any historical scams on this website. There is many websites that can give you rating for this website. If it's a genuine website, if there is any kind of complaints, there is always reviews that you can go through in order to avoid such scams. Going to the next way of phishing. social media scams. So we always, I believe most of the people that uses social media, they always get friend alerts, unknown friend alerts. Someone who's trying to impersonate a handsome guy or a beautiful lady who add you haphazardly out of the blue. And then they start sending you messages. Hi, how are you doing? Whatever. So recently, last year, there was a loss which reached about $90 million for catfishing. So whoever who doesn't know what's the meaning of catfishing, catfishing is where you impersonate a lady or a guy and you start blackmailing people, either by taking screenshot for them or by providing, I don't know, uh, for example, trying to give them a way, delusional way that you love them, that you care about them, etc. So this is the first way, and that was so common. If you go to YouTube and search for catfishing, you will find millions of videos and interviews for people who lost a huge amount of money because of this manipulation. So they try to send you fake stuff. They start to send you photos, and nowadays, what made things even worse that they can use AI for video calls. So they can impersonate any person. They can use an AI video, put any face, and they can talk to you, impersonating any person they want. So always be aware who you add, who you're talking to. Is this person genuine? Someone you know? And honestly, if you don't know someone, try not to add them back or try directly block them because it will be a bait for you. So this is the first part. The second part is when people which they are already on your social media, their social media get breached, or even their phone get breached by if they press on specific links, and then they start sending these messages. So they start sending these messages, and it happened to me personally. One of my friend, he texted me on Instagram saying, Khaled, please rate my photo. I'm in this competition. Please check it, etc. So the first thing I did, I asked him, when was the last time we spoke? He didn't answer. So I knew there is something wrong. I gave him a call. He said, Khalid, yes, my Instagram is hacked. Someone is sending these links to everyone. So always when you receive any link on, especially on social media, if it's coming from one of your friends or one of your relatives, try to call and confirm that he sent it to you. And if you don't feel like calling him, etc., just avoid the link. So this is another way of scams which happens a lot. So the second part is phishing. I believe from the picture you can understand that hackers they can start recently they are doing this a lot also in this GCC. They try to impersonate your bank, or they try to impersonate an Oman ROP, or I don't know. And the first thing they do when they call you, can you give us your ID info and your bank info? Because we need to upgrade or update your banking information to avoid any interruption in your bank account. Or they will try to threaten you in a way that your, I don't know, your phone, your SIM card will expire. You cannot use your phone anymore, if use your SIM card anymore if you don't renew this subscription, you receive an OTP, send us the OTP, etc. So this is one of the very common way it's been used for the past 2 years, and unfortunately, I know a lot of people they were a victim for this kind of scams, especially in Oman. I know someone she lost about 6,000 Oman riyals from her bank because she gave her OTP under the claim of her bank account will be freezed. She will not be able to use it, and they called her before the Eid vacation. So she was scared that she was traveling. If I don't do that, I will not be able to use my bank account while I'm traveling, and it's Eid and holiday, etc. So unfortunately, she shared the OTP several times, and a huge amount of money was stolen from her bank account. So in order to avoid this, please don't answer suspicious phone numbers. If in case they called you from a Omani number, they ask for your ID, they ask for your OTP, they ask for any kind of information, just be sure none of the banks, none of any governmental sector will call to identify any kind of data from you. They will never call you. If ROP needs anything from you, they will ask you to join them in person. If the bank want to update your data, they will ask you to go to the nearest branch. So none of these people will ask you for an OTP, not even Omantel, nor any kind of ISPs in Oman. So please be aware of these kind of scams. Going forward, the QR. So recently, let's say for the past 3 4 years, whenever we go, they ask us to scan this QR. You will get, I don't know, XYZ benefit from this marketing campaign. Scan this QR in the restaurant. If you scan this, you need to view the menu, etc. So let me give you a small example um, when it comes to restaurants. If today I'm a hacker, I just can easily go to any restaurant and change the QR code that the restaurant use and replace it with a barcode I use. So automatically, once you scan this barcode, it's as if you are as if you are clicking on a link. So this is number one. Number two, sometimes they use it, especially if you are using Android. Once you scan, they can start and download the backend for any kind of application they want to use it on you. So in order to avoid this, try as much as you can not to scan this stuff. يعني unless it's very very critical for you or you don't have a choice. Once you scan, there is in every phone there is an option which you can enable it, that it will not I will recall the option. I don't I can't forget the option. Once you enable it, any scan, it will not directly go to the link. It will show you the link itself, because when you scan you will not see the link, but in sometimes it shows in the banner, down banner, that this link is JPEG or this thing is dot whatever. So please, once you're scanning in a restaurant, just make sure it's a PDF or it's a JPEG or it's an HTML link, but with a known source. So because this is one of the very common way to attack anyone. So this is just a way to avoid it. Try not to scan and always look at the link to make sure that the link is genuine. it's linked the website of the restaurant, uh, something related to food and beverage, which is related to the restaurant, etc. Smishing. So phishing and smishing is also very common, especially in the GCC and especially in the whole world nowadays. You receive an SMS or congratulations, you have won XYZ, please press on the link. Or they ask you to reply to that message by using any code or just reply to that message, etc. So what will happen? Once you press on the link, I think we already identified that this link will either hack your phone, download something suspicious, try to collect any kind of data from your phone and send it as a backdoor for your phone, etc. So this is when it comes to clicking on a link inside the message. But when it comes to ripping you off or trying to steal your money, they ask you to reply to this number. So on the back end, what these people they have some kind of agreement with ISPs, international ISPs. Once you reply to this message, automatically they will deduct from your balance or it will be added to your bill 5 riyals, 10 riyals, etc. And who gives them this approval is you. When you reply to that message, you are giving them the approval to deduct this kind of amount from your balance or to add it on your bill. And sometimes it can be a subscription. So on monthly basis, this amount will be deducted and this amount will be added to your bill without you having any way or any background what's happening. And this is one. And second, when you want to cancel the subscription, you will never know how to do that. So this is one of the ways you need to avoid as well. So as a conclusion, okay, Nasser. Okay, thank you. I will make it fast. So as a conclusion, how to avoid these stuff that we went through. Never follow a link shared by unknown sender. If it's an SMS or it's by email, always call and verify. For example, if you receive a phishing email, always by your colleague, by your manager, by your CEO, etc. Call, verify, make sure that they are sending you a genuine link before clicking on it. Never give your OTP to anyone. Always enable multi-factor authentication because all whatever we use now it has a multi-factor authentication. If it's either your email, your personal email, it's always there. Always use that. When you receive a phishing email, always look at the font style because always hackers they use a very suspicious, non-common email font because it's sent systematically. So maybe they use a script font which can be shown in the email. Going forward, so we have already okay, so I'll just comment on one thing here. Always look at the domain name. For example, if your email is xyz at gmail.com, sometimes hackers they add gmail, for example, double e or one o just for the sake of deceiving. They can use your company's domain name by adding some kind of characters just to deceive you because sometimes you will not notice if it's a small character, it's just a small letter. So try to always look at that. Never share your password by anyone, even if your manager asks, please share with me your email password or your login credentials. Never do that. And always call your IT director or your cybersecurity director to confirm that this email is genuine or it's just another phishing email. So for the sake of time, I'm not gonna go more into this. Um, okay, so this is one of the important topics I wanted to share with you guys. Is your password. Actually, within my past experience in different countries, I always, when I go to a new company or when I go to one of my customers, um, one time I had this meeting. I saw one of the employees, they are using sticky notes on their screens with passwords. So if I'm a hacker or I'm someone like, I don't know, I'm a competitor, I want to do some harm to this company, I can easily take a picture and use that against them. So never use your passwords in a on sticky note. Never store it inside your laptop or your iPad or whatever, or never even send it to yourself by email to store it. Always, if it's personal, you can use keychain on iPhone or Google passwords to save your passwords. If it's for your corporate and business use, always keep it in your memory. Never write it anywhere. And for sure, don't use your address, your phone number, your pet name, your sports team. I don't know, your name itself. Try to avoid anything related to you, because, as we mentioned in the spear phishing, they will try to use all the data and they try to collect all the data about you. So try to avoid, when you want to put your password, try to avoid anything related to you. um, Also, sometimes we can see people, they have many logins. For example, they have different emails, different logins. So they try to consolidate this password under one password. So this is one of the mistakes that we see everywhere, that people, they consolidate their passwords. For example, if your password is 123, for sure, for example, it's just an example. For sure, don't use 123. It's just, for example, if you are using 123 XYZ in the middle, then 345 characters. This combination, you can use it in many ways for example, you can generate about 20 passwords from this combination. Use the characters in the beginning, use the letters in the mid, and then use the numbers at the end. And then you can also use it in a different way in order to generate many passwords. In case one of them leaked, the rest of the passwords are safe. One more thing, most of us, for example, if you want to use a secure file sharing, we use these services online for free. And unfortunately, some of the people, they use their business email, and they use the same password as well that they use it to log into this business email. Some of these free services websites, they sell this data. Either they sell it, or sometimes their website, because it's a free website, they don't have the best practice when it comes to cybersecurity. Sometimes these passwords are leaked from their merchant, from their databases. So once these passwords are leaked and you are using the same password and the same business email, your business email is leaked. So this is one of the points also we need to focus on. Going to the last point, which is how many characters. So recently, well, not recently, a long time ago, ISO and NIST and all these compliance and accreditators in Oman, outside Oman, they always push all the companies to have this policy when it comes to the password, is to use 10 or 12 characters. So some people will ask why. Why you have to use 12 characters, not 6 characters? So the next slide will show that 7 characters, in order to crack a password, it will take about 1 minute to crack this password. 8 characters, 1 hour. 11 characters, it will take 40 years. So that's why if you have a policy inside your company that every 3 month or every 60 days your password should be changed, this is based on this chart. So when you use 11 character and you are using your password every 60 days, this is the best practice in order to avoid your password to be cracked. So I think that will bring us to the last slide. So, however, with all the policies and with all the uh, things people, ways people try to avoid getting hacked, with all of that, 11 billion accounts were stolen from hacked sites and apps last year. So, we always say try to be as safe as you can. Whatever you have learned today, please share it with your friends, with your family, uh, because once we secure our environment, we are securing ourselves indirectly as well. So I think that will give us to the last slide. This is my presentation for today. I will keep it for now for the Q&As. Nasser, back to you.
Uh, Thank you, Khaled. That was really an amazing and insightful session. Uh, I have few questions on our social media. There's a question about saying that you explain how social engineering relies heavily on distraction and misdirection. In your experience, which psychological trigger do attackers exploit the most? And how can organizations strengthen employee awareness to counter it?
So, in my point of view, I believe misdirection or misleading is one of the most of the used way because to mislead and to deceive is the main pillar of the social engineering. It's based on deceiving. So, how can an organization strengthen employee awareness? Is it's by many ways. First of all, they can follow ISA knowledge transfer to get more of these kind of um, uh, trainings or awareness. Try to push their try to implement awareness programs, try to implement cybersecurity awareness applications which can read the behavior of their employees and give them the right way to avoid such incidents. I believe linking KPIs with this kind of awareness programs will also push the will push the
Like phishing
employees
campaigns.
to. So yeah, yeah. So to link it with the KPIs, I think it will make the employees more focused on these points.
Okay. Second question is regarding mainly the passwords. Is so it's even with a strong password you mentioned that can still be leaked or compromised. Apart from using unique or complex password, what additional steps that should individuals and organization take just to ensure that even if the password is leaked, there's another countermeasures to prevent the impact to the
So
organization and individuals?
So the most reliable and most common thing is to implement an MFA, so multi-factor authentication. So in order to avoid, even if your main password is leaked, the hacker will still need an OTP in order to be authorized inside your organization or within to access your email or I don't know your Active Directory username and password, regardless. So the best way to avoid is by implementing MFA, multi-factor
Mm,
authenticator, or using any kind of yeah. I believe MFA will be the best scenario.
yeah. The last question is mainly about QR code. You highlighted actually about the risk of QR code, and it's been increasingly, trending. So, QR code scams, search engine scams. What makes these emerging technologies especially dangerous? So why should people look for out for before interacting with any QR code or search results?
So because simply your data, your bank account, your the problem is it's not about yourself anymore. And if you got compromised, you are compromising your whole environment. Anyone, any person you have saved his phone number on your telephone,
Mm,
he will be under the radar of the hacker. He will send them links. He will try to reach out for them, and the most important thing is uh, your data, your family pictures, your bank account, your money. All of us, our lives now is related to our phones. Everything we have is on our phones. So it's a breach of privacy. So this is very important for anyone.
absolutely, absolutely. So thank you, Khalid. So on behalf of ISA Oman section, we'd like really to extend our sincere thanks to Mr. Khalid Younes for delivering such a powerful and practical session on they are phishing, protect yourself and your environment. Today session clearly highlighted the cybersecurity is not only about technology; it's about people, awareness, and behavior. The real world example of phishing, social engineering techniques, and the practical protection measures you shared have given everyone valuable tools they can apply immediately in both their personal and professional lives. We truly appreciate your time, Khalid.
Thank you,
Thank
Nasser.
you. Thank you in raising awareness about one of the most common dangerous cybersecurity threat today. Thank you again.
Thank you, Nasser, for having me. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So before we close, we'd like really to encourage all attendees to register as member of ISA, International Society of Automation, becoming part of ISA Oman section. ISA membership gives you an access to international standards such as ISA 62443 and other related standards, world-class automation and operational technology, cybersecurity resources, technical publications, tools, trainings, professional certification, webinars, workshops, and global networking opportunity. A strong professional community supporting both OT and automation professional. Whether you work in engineering, cybersecurity, or automation, ISA provide the tools and the knowledge to elevate your career and strengthen your organization. Thank you once again to our speaker, and thank you all for your active participation. We look forward to welcoming you in our upcoming ISA Oman section Knowledge Connect session. Have a great day and stay safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
The International Society of Automation certification and certificate programs improve ROI, promote safety, improve productivity, and provide third-party endorsement of knowledge and experience. ISA currently offers 2 certification programs, Certified Automation Professional, CAP, and Certified Control Systems Technician, CCST. CAP certified professionals are responsible for the systems, software, and equipment used in control systems, manufacturing information systems, systems integration, and operational consulting. CCST certified professionals calibrate, document, troubleshoot, and repair instrumentation for systems that measure and control level, temperature, pressure, flow, and other process variables. Both certification programs require applicants to meet certain eligibility criteria and pass a multiple-choice exam. ISA offers review courses and study materials to help you prepare. Learn more at www.isa.org/certification. ISA also offers certificate programs, which require applicants to take a training course and pass an exam. The ISA 84 Safety Instrumented Systems Certificate Program includes 3 certificates based on the ISA 84 series of standards focused on functional safety in the process industries. The ISA IEC 62443 Cybersecurity Certificate Program includes 5 certificates based on ISA IEC 62443, the world's only consensus-based industrial cybersecurity standard. The standards and the resulting training and certificate programs cover the complete life cycle of cybersecurity protection. Developed by international cybersecurity experts from industry, government, and academia, the evolving standards bridge the gap between operations technology and information technology. For more information on ISA's Safety and Cybersecurity Certificate programs, visit www.isa.org/certificates.